Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to explore one of the most iconic and widely collected coins in history, the Washington quarter, a coin that millions of people use every single day without realizing that some of these quarters can actually be worth a surprising amount of money. And the story of this fascinating coin begins in 1932 when the United States Mint introduced it to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, replacing the Standing Liberty quarter and creating a design that would go on to become one of the longest-running coin designs in the United States. And the obverse of the coin features a detailed and powerful portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, whose work was inspired by a famous sculpture created by Jean-Antoine Houdon, giving the coin a sense of realism and historical accuracy, while the reverse side originally displayed a strong eagle holding arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. And when these coins were first minted, they were made from 90% silver and 10% copper, giving them intrinsic value that makes them highly desirable among collectors today, especially those produced between 1932 and 1964, and over the years the Washington quarter has been produced at major minting facilities including the historic Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, and these mints placed small mint marks on the coins which are extremely important for determining rarity and value, because some coins were produced in much smaller quantities than others, making them highly valuable today, and one of the most important years for collectors is 1932, especially the 1932D and 1932S quarters, which are considered key dates due to their low mintage, and these coins can be worth a significant amount depending on their condition. And beyond rare dates, the Washington quarter series is also known for its mint errors, including doubled dies, off-center strikes, and coins struck on incorrect planchets, all of which can increase the value of a coin dramatically. And in 1965, the composition of the quarter changed when silver was removed due to rising metal prices, and the coin began to be made with a copper-nickel-clad composition, marking a major shift in U.S. coinage. And the popularity of the Washington quarter grew even more in 1999 with the launch of the famous 50-state quarters program, which introduced unique designs for each state and inspired millions of people to start collecting coins, turning everyday pocket change into a treasure hunt. And today the Washington quarter continues to be one of the most collected coins in the world, offering endless opportunities for discovery, because the next time you check your pocket or coin jar, you might just find a quarter that is worth far more than 25 cents, making this simple coin a true hidden treasure for those who know what to look for. As the journey of the Washington quarter continues, it becomes even more interesting when we explore how this coin evolved over time and became a permanent part of daily life in the United States, because after its introduction in 1932 to honor the legacy of George Washington, the coin quickly gained popularity and was widely used in everyday transactions, from small purchases in local shops to transportation and vending machines. And while most people handled these coins without giving them a second thought, collectors began to notice the fine details that made certain quarters more valuable than others, such as mint marks, strike quality, and overall condition, and the design created by John Flanagan proved to be both durable and visually appealing, maintaining its sharp details even after years of circulation, which is one of the reasons why the design remained largely unchanged for decades. And during the early years, the coin was struck in a composition of 90% silver, giving it a bright and attractive appearance along with intrinsic metal value, and this silver content would later play a significant role when silver prices began to rise in the 1960s, leading to a major transition in coin production when the United States Mint decided to remove silver from circulating quarters in 1965 and replace it with a copper-nickel-clad composition, a change that marked the end of the classic silver era and the beginning of modern coinage. And because of this shift, all Washington quarters minted before 1965 are now highly sought after by collectors due to their silver content and historical importance, and throughout its long production history the coin has been minted at major facilities including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, each contributing to the massive supply of quarters needed to support the growing economy. And these mints used small identifying letters known as mint marks, which today are one of the most important factors in determining a coin's rarity and value, because certain mint and year combinations produced fewer coins, creating key dates that collectors actively search for. And over time the Washington quarter not only served as a reliable form of currency but also became a historical record, reflecting changes in the economy, technology, and society. And for collectors, this makes the Washington quarter an incredibly rewarding series to study, because every coin has the potential to tell a story, and sometimes that story can lead to the discovery of a rare and valuable piece hidden in plain sight. As we move deeper into the collecting side of the Washington quarter, this is where the real excitement begins for collectors and treasure hunters, because understanding which coins are rare and valuable can completely change the way you look at your everyday pocket change. And even though billions of Washington quarters have been produced by the United States Mint, Only a small percentage of them are considered truly valuable due to factors such as low mintage, historical significance, and high-grade condition, and everything starts with the very first year of issue in 1932 when the coin was introduced to honor George Washington, and during that year the coin was struck at different minting facilities including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, but the number of coins produced at each location was not the same, which led to the creation of some of the most important key dates in the Washington Quarter series, especially the famous 1932D and 1932S quarters, which were produced in much lower quantities compared to the Philadelphia issue, making them extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors today, and finding these coins in excellent condition is even more difficult because most of them were heavily circulated over time, which means that well-preserved examples can command very high prices in the market. And beyond these early key dates, collectors also focus heavily on the silver era of the Washington Quarter, which includes coins minted between 1932 and 1964, all of which were struck in a composition of 90% silver, giving them intrinsic value that increases with the price of silver, and this makes even common-date coins from this period worth more than their face value, especially when they are found in uncirculated condition with strong luster and sharp details. And in addition to mintage and silver content, the condition of a coin plays a major role in determining its value, because coins that have been preserved in higher grades can be significantly more valuable than worn examples, and collectors use grading systems to evaluate factors such as surface quality, strike sharpness, and overall eye appeal, and sometimes a small difference in grade can result in a large difference in value, which is why serious collectors pay close attention to these details when building their collections, and this combination of rarity, silver content, and condition is what makes the Washington Quarter series so exciting, because it offers countless opportunities for discovery, and with the right knowledge and careful observation, even a simple quarter can turn into a valuable piece of history. As we continue deeper into the fascinating world of the Washington Quarter, this is where collectors begin to uncover some of the most exciting and valuable aspects of the series, because beyond key dates and silver content, there exists a whole category of mint errors and rare varieties that can transform an ordinary quarter into a highly sought-after collectible. And these unique coins were created during the production process at the United States Mint, where coins are struck under intense pressure and high-speed conditions, and even a small mistake during this process can result in a coin that looks completely different from the standard design, making it extremely valuable to collectors who are always searching for something unique. And one of the most popular types of errors found in Washington quarters is the double die variety, where parts of the design, such as the lettering or the profile of George Washington, appear duplicated due to a slight misalignment during the creation of the die, and these coins are especially valuable because the error is part of the original strike and cannot be altered or faked easily. And another fascinating type of error is the off-center strike, where the coin is not properly aligned when it is struck, resulting in a portion of the design being shifted or missing, and the more dramatic the off-center strike, the more valuable the coin can become due to its unusual appearance, and collectors also look for coins struck on incorrect planchets, which occurs when a quarter is accidentally struck on a metal blank intended for another denomination, creating a rare and visually distinct piece that stands out immediately. And these types of minting errors highlight the complexity of the coin production process at facilities such as the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, where precision is critical but small variations can still occur, and in addition to errors, the overall condition of a Washington quarter plays a crucial role in determining its value, because coins that have been preserved in uncirculated condition with full original luster and sharp details are far more desirable than those that have been worn down through years of circulation, and collectors often use professional grading systems to evaluate these coins, and even a slight difference in grade can significantly impact the value, especially for rare dates and error coins. And when all these factors come together, rarity, condition, and a unique minting mistake, the result can be a truly exceptional coin that represents both a piece of history and a valuable asset, proving that even a simple 25-cent coin can hold incredible hidden value for those who know exactly what to look for. As we move into the modern era of the Washington Quarter, the story becomes even more exciting as this historic coin evolves beyond its original design and enters a new phase that captures the attention of millions of people across the United States, because after decades of maintaining the classic eagle reverse, the United States Mint introduced a groundbreaking change in 1999 with the launch of the famous 50-state quarters program, a revolutionary series that transformed the reverse side of the quarter into a rotating showcase of all 50 states, and this bold move completely changed how people viewed coins, turning the Washington Quarter from a simple piece of currency into a nationwide collecting phenomenon, as people of all ages began searching their pocket change to find each new design, creating one of the largest coin collecting movements in modern history. and each state featured its own unique design representing important symbols, landmarks, and cultural elements, allowing the coin to tell a different story with every release. And this not only increased public interest in coin collecting but also served as an educational tool, helping people learn more about the history and diversity of the United States through everyday currency. And following the massive success of the State Quarters program, the United States Mint continued to expand the series with additional programs such as the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters, as well as the America the Beautiful Quarters, which highlighted national parks and historic sites across the country, further reinforcing the Washington Quarter's role as both a cultural symbol and a collectible item. And throughout all of these changes, the obverse portrait of George Washington remained a constant feature, maintaining a strong connection to the nation's history while allowing the reverse designs to evolve. And today collectors continue to hunt for rare and valuable Washington Quarters from both the classic silver era and the modern commemorative series, because even in recent issues there are coins with errors, low mintages, or high-grade conditions that can hold significant value. And this ongoing evolution proves that the Washington Quarter is not just a coin of the past but a living part of history that continues to inspire collectors and enthusiasts around the world. As the incredible journey of the Washington Quarter comes to its final chapter, it becomes clear that this coin is far more than just a simple piece of currency, because from its introduction in 1932 to honor George Washington to its transformation through decades of history, economic changes, and innovative coin programs, it has remained one of the most recognizable and meaningful coins in the United States. And what makes the Washington Quarter truly special is the combination of history, rarity, and opportunity it offers to collectors, because even though billions of these coins have been produced by the United States Mint, only a small number hold significant value due to factors like low mintage, silver content, mint errors, and high-grade condition. And this is what makes coin collecting so exciting, the possibility that an ordinary coin in your pocket could actually be worth a surprising amount of money. And whether it is a rare 1932 D or 1932 S quarter, a beautifully preserved silver coin from before 1965, or a unique error coin struck at facilities such as the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, or the San Francisco Mint, each coin tells its own story and represents a piece of American history. And the massive success of the 50-state quarters program proved that even modern coins can capture the attention of millions, turning everyday change into a nationwide treasure hunt and inspiring a new generation of collectors to look more closely at the coins they use every day. And today the Washington Quarter continues to evolve while maintaining its connection to the legacy of George Washington, making it a living piece of history that bridges the past and the present. And for anyone interested in coin collecting, this series offers endless opportunities to learn, explore, and discover valuable coins hidden in plain sight, reminding us that sometimes the greatest treasures are the ones we overlook every day. And thanks for watching.